Thank you. Good morning, everybody. First of all, as far as I am the second speaker in this panel, I hope everybody just survived the great evening. So really, thank you very much for Adriatech and for Aviation Week for the great evening. So finally, we are here, and let me say a few words about Aeroplex. Aeroplex is an MRO, independent MRO since 1992, and up to 2012 was of course running under the Malev Hungarian airline umbrella. After 2012, when was the Malev Hungarian airline bank crash, Aeroplex is running as a real independent MRO, of course facing with the challenges of the market. Few more words about Aeroplex. Since 2012, unfortunately, the company passed a few very weak years, just dropping down result-wise, financial-wise, operational-wise from year to year. But fortunately, due to a huge reorganization, we started early 2016. The company just turns around last year. Finally, we were close to the break-even point, and then it looks like this year will be a really profitable year. But of course, the increasing of the revenue, the increasing of the operation, definitely is immediately followed by the challenges, operational-wise challenges. And one of the big issues we are facing with is nothing else, as Fraser just mentioned earlier, is the manpower. The shortage of the manpower and the aging of the manpower is something also Aeroplex is facing with, and definitely that creates operational issues, quality issues, and so on. So this is something we need to find out a solution. This is why I decided 1.5 years ago to change something, and we started a very strategical project in Hungary. This is something I mentioned during my last year's session panels. Basically, the project I started is with a Hungarian Aviation High School. The school is not really an aviation high school. It was an aviation high school, but unfortunately just transformed into a transportation high school because the students, they were not motivated to meet and to go into the aviation business for several reasons. So what I'm doing and what I agree with them is that we started a very strategical dual training. What means dual training is exactly the same thing what automotive is doing in Hungary. Some of the German companies, they already start to do that, and we are supporting them with trainers, and basically we have a very often meeting with the management of the school to say them what we need, who we need, and what areas are where they need to focus. Of course, this agreement is extended with a special bursary program. I just handled this year a few bursaries to the students just to motivate them to remain into the aero industry, to remain at Aeroplex. It looks that the message is there. They are very enthusiastic about following this bursary program. Of course, this is something I'm planning to extend starting next season. One question it was raised up last year to me: if this program, if this special dual training program with the Hungarian high school will have the European aviation manpower issue, I would say yes. So last evening we were around the table from different countries, and we just discussed about the possibility to have the Hungarian aviation high school going abroad Hungary, okay, and let's see how we could help the region. Of course, it's not easy to keep them, so we need to find out a way how to motivate them. So I just introduced a very, very special bonus system at Aeroplex. Hopefully with that we could just motivate them to stay. Another very important thing they started, which is unique with this high school, is an adult training. Why I asked them to start is nothing else than how we could improve our manpower, how we could improve our capacity from a day to another, is nothing else than to bring people from other industries like train industry or automotive industry or whatever it is. But unfortunately, not having the basic training, not having the modules, the schools, the graduation, they can't become licensed people or licensed engineer. So this is how we overcame. We have right now 15 guys doing this adult training, which is a 2-year training, and after that they of course could get the right certifications to start collecting their experience to be licensed engineers. Another thing, one of the topic of the panel, it was the regulations, okay, and whether or not we need to think over if the regulations of the studies, if the regulations to become a licensed engineer is good or not. My opinion is not good. It's probably something needs to be revised, because those guys are finishing the high school. They still need to wait 5 years to become licensed engineers. I won't say it should be half a year. I won't say it should be a year, but definitely it's a very, very long time. And during this period, of course, they are just thinking over if they should stay or they are leaving to another industries. One other thing with this high school, it looks that right now it's as far as we passed into the second milestone, the second step, started the bursary program and everything. A big handicap of this school it was that even though the students just graduated from this high school, they missed a few modules. I don't know why was that, but some of the missed modules, of course, they finished the high school, they work at Aeroplex or at other MROs, but they didn't have the possibility to become licensed engineers. So with the help of the Hungarian government right now, we were able to introduce also these modules. So right now, it looks that it's a common work, it is a common project. At the end of the day, they are already started to make the practice at Aeroplex, and I hope that year by year, minimum 10-15 students, they could start to work with Aeroplex. The last thing is the age of the manpower. I'm facing with very, very similar issues probably my friends are facing with. Is nothing else than most of my licensed engineers, they're over 57, okay, just ready to go into the retirement. Of course, what is good, thanks to this new project, thanks to this new view, we have about 20-25 young engineers, young employees, but we are still missing the middle age, and this is something needs to be fulfilled very, very quick. Yesterday we have our friend from Lotams, Rafael, just mentioned about the cooperation. I'm very proud to could discuss, to say a few words about that, because I think the cooperation between MROs, probably the more stronger cooperation between the MROs and operators, that would help also to overcome to this huge manpower problem. Okay, so as far as we are quick, and we are getting closer to the end of the session. I'll return to my friends also to have a possibility for them to say a little.
Thank you, Árpád. That's very insightful.